Yo, another Bad Mouth Wednesday, guys. Wow, you know we try to stay away from politics. Welcome to this edition where we are trying to stay away from politics, but because we all live in the heart and soul of Lagos, Gov Ambo. You know what, guys? I'm not going to say this. Our sitting governor, you have fought a good fight. Man, what did you do during your tenure that people are leaving you to dry on your own, throwing you under the bus? Like, how many toes did you not even step on, but how many shoes and legs did you cut off?
As a sitting governor, how is it possible that you've been able to alienate every single possible ally that you could have ever had, from the people on the streets, and, forget about the elections. So if you were to leave office today, you would not be able to say, this is the one thing, or, you could go ask people on the street what I did. Because people on the street don't really care.
APC primaries happened, and our governor, who's, the Lagos State Governor, Ambo Bit A, he's supposed to be a part of APC, but them lost all support.
Quite on the contrary for the present governor of Lagos State, Governor Ambo Bit A. If you remember quite all right, in his first term while he was being elected in office, it felt like the whole of Lagos State was for him. They even did that song, Ambo, Ambo. What's funny is how he lost by a huge margin in the recently concluded primaries on some days back.
You can't be that bad now. You can't be that much of a bad person. Really? Governor Ambode, you know what? I think you've fought a good fight. I think you've done all you can do. I don't really care about, all I care about is the heart and soul of Lagos being good, but I think just take a chill pill.
When you bite the hand that feeds you, the owner of the hand will bite you back. And I think that's what Laskity did, because he pretty much just lost APC primaries, meaning he doesn't have a second term as governor. I was like, whoa.
And that goes to tell you that, look, whatever it is, if you're ever loyal to whomever it is you're loyal to, you just have to stay humble and, do what is required of you. And by what's required of you, a little birdie told me that Ambo Bit A hasn't really done a lot in Lagos State. You can tell by some of the abandoned projects that was initially put in place or set in motion by the previous Governor Fashola.
What it means is there's a disconnect between the governor and the people. There is no connect between the governor and the party leaders. So basically, you were like in an ecosystem of your own, and that doesn't really, speak well of somebody who's been there for the last 3 years or thereabouts.
Let somebody else come in and do what is supposed to be done in Lagos, and hopefully build relationships. You're supposed to be a governor. Build relationships that you use, not just for your first tenure, but the second tenure. Don't think short term, think long term. And it's apparent that you weren't thinking long term.
Did you do that everyone decided to leave you? Well, my dear, things just happen. Things legit happen. In all honesty, my main problem is that Lagos is much dirtier than it was before. I have to really applaud Fashola on cleaning up all of Laskity, because it looked so pretty, but now dirt everywhere, trash everywhere. So to that, all I gotta do is just sip my tea.
Having said this, does he deserve another term in Lagos? Only Lagosians would have to decide. As for me, I think we need somebody competent enough to do the job.
To be honest with you, if you speak to Lagosians and people who walk around and live in Lagos, they tell you Lagos has regressed. It's a refuse dump nowadays, and it's not what we want to see in the most cosmopolitan area in sub-Saharan Africa. And honestly, we need to do better. So yeah, it's a sad one, but hey, like one of my colleagues said, it could by child.